So moving on to our third subject, as I said, content, which represents all the different programs produced or purchased by broadcasters. Jean-Baptiste, where do we stand today? How much do broadcasters actually invest in content in 2023?
Yeah, let's have a look at the content investment. We have data from the European Observatory of Audiovisual showing us that, after decreasing a bit their content investment in the last 2010s, the European broadcasters are strongly reinvesting into original content. Here we exclude the news figures, but we'll come back to that in 2022. And these figures are extremely impressive. We talk about nearly 16 billion euros invested in Europe by broadcasters on content. Why are they investing so much and why the curve is up again? Because they face a strong competition from the streaming platforms. The streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney+, they now invest in Europe about 5 billion euros in original content as well.
Okay, that's clear then. So what content are they actually investing in? I mean, what works today?
Again, looking at the data from the European Observatory of Audiovisual, we see these categories. It's 35% investment into original content, so fiction, documentary, magazines, entertainment that they develop for the channels. It's sports rights, up to 28%, and the rest is acquired content from other broadcasters that makes up for 26% of the total investment.
Okay, so I heard sports there, and I think that we can clearly say that sports is a real key driver to gain audience, right?
Yeah, the success of broadcast lies into live events. And when I say live event, it's of course sports, but not only. So talking about sports, the big success are the big events. In France, for example, it was the final of the Football World Cup where France was playing. For the US, it's always the Super Bowl games that attracts more than 100 million of viewers. But you also have entertainment live events like the Eurovision contest every year, or the Festival of San Remo that is in Italy. And sometimes there's an event from news or current affair. Exceptional, the funeral of Queen Elizabeth. I'm sure, unfortunately, you saw it. So exceptional, but also recurring ones. Like in Denmark, the Queen's New Year address is the #1 performing program every year.
Of course. And is this investment exclusive to linear television?
No, that's where it gets interesting because the broadcasters know they also invest into original content to boost their linear audience, but also their digital properties. If we look at the UK in 2023, ITV invested £160 million into original content just for its broadcast VOD platform, ITVX. And this was extremely successful. The usage of the platform was boosted, plus 69%. And they also boosted some of the show by proposing them in preview on the platform. I'll take an example of a big drama called Unforgotten. It's a huge success on linear, but by putting it in preview on ITVX, they achieve 30% preview audience. So it helps the content resonate on both platforms by playing, let's say, the complementarity.
Okay, and if we focus now on the younger audience, because I believe that, younger people, it's difficult to keep them in front of the television, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, broadcasting strategies are evolving for linear as well to reach these, let's say, hard-to-reach audiences. I have two examples. The first one is from M6 in France. They develop an international show that's called Dragon's Den. In France, it's Qui veut devenir mon associé.
Sure.
It's not the best performing show in terms of all individuals rating, but it's extremely successful with a target group that's very hard to reach, the 25 to 34. We say CSP+, it's like upper class profile. It's more than double the average audience share of the channel. Other example for Germany, with a sports event, RTL invested into American football, the NFL, and the first match that they broadcasted reached 61% audience share with the male under 30 years old. That was like 4 times the channel average and a good marketing operation for RTL by changing this audience.